Welcome back to the channel. Today, we will follow experienced fishermen drifting in the middle of the ocean, witnessing the super big net pulling and the extremely satisfying bumper catches of fish. After a long journey in the middle of the ocean, the boat has arrived at the right place to set the net, and now it's time for the whole team to start the hard but exciting work pulling the net. Look at the unity and coordination of the fishermen. Each pull is a time of putting in effort, each turn of the rope, each shot of pulling, all like a giant machine working in harmony. Amidst the big waves and the strong sea wind, their spirits are still high because everyone is looking forward to the golden moment when the catch of fish is pulled up to fill the hole. And here it is. After so much effort, the most awaited moment has finally arrived. The giant fishing net is being pulled up and pouring down into the hold like a rain of fish. Silverfish, goldfish, mackerel, scat, all kinds of fish are struggling, jostling each other like a vivid picture in the middle of the ocean. A very pleasing and satisfying sight after so many hours of suspense. The fishermen quickly got into position, preparing to sort and collect. This is not just a job, but also the result of perseverance and attachment to the sea. And it didn't stop there. The second net was successfully pulled up. Another pile of sparkling fish fell down into the hole, making the atmosphere more exciting than ever. Each fish was like a living silver bar, shining in the sunlight, splashing vigorously on the green deck. The fishermen couldn't stop. Some were untangling the nets, some were gathering the fish, all were racing against time. After the catch was pulled up to the full hold, the work did not stop. At this point, the fishermen began to enter the classification stage, dividing the fish into baskets, each type meticulously and quickly. Under the sunlight and sea breeze, each heavy basket of fish was stacked and arranged carefully to avoid crushing, showing the professionalism and responsibility of those who live off the sea. Let's take a look back at the epic journey when the boat began to drop the net into the deep blue ocean, opening a big fishing battle in the middle of the sea. The fishermen strained to control each rope, each pulley that rotated non-stop. Each rotation was a meter of net that gradually sank deeper where the fish were circling below. And before our eyes now is a net as round as a giant fish belly, heavy, ready to burst open at any moment. The ropes are pulled to the limit. The deck is silent for a moment. Everyone seems to be holding their breath, waiting for the moment to release the net. Looking at the tangled ropes, the highly focused eyes of the fishermen, you will understand. This is not just a profession, but an art. After being carefully selected, the full baskets of fish continue to be moved by workers to the cold storage, ensuring that the freshness is maintained from the moment they leave the sea. Layers of ice are poured over the fish. The preservation process is carried out right on the ship, helping the fish to maintain the highest quality when arriving at the port. It was dark. Night had fallen in the middle of the vast ocean. But on this ship, the work had not stopped. Another net was pulled up under the yellow light, and the workers were still patient, silently waiting. The waves were still crashing, the wind was still howling, but no one complained, because for them, the sea was life, a place they had been attached to for generations. And here it is, the last big catch of the trip. In just a split second, a huge pile of fish poured down onto the deck like a waterfall, a sight that left everyone stunned. Each fish thrashed about, glistening in the sunlight like living silver. There was no more room on the deck. The fishermen were busy again, nets and baskets in hand, racing against time to collect the spoils. The atmosphere was bustling, full of life that was the heartbeat of true seafarers. The boat has arrived at the right coordinates in the middle of the vast ocean, and now the journey begins. The fishermen quickly take their positions. Everyone is highly focused, preparing to lower their nets into the deep sea. The line is thrown. The net is rolled. Each operation requires precision and coordination, because just one small mistake, and the whole catch can slip away in an instant. Before our eyes now is a huge net, so full of fish that the water's surface seems to change color. Each red fish, silver fish crowded in the net, creating a vivid carpet in the middle of the vast ocean. Fishermen have to go down to the water, check and gather the net by hand, because this is the time when absolute dexterity and precision are needed. A pile of bright red fish had just been dumped into the hold, dyeing a corner of the sea and sky bright. Each fish was big, round, fresh, its scales glistening in the sun like fire, a worthy result of a day of tireless labor. Cheers rang out. Workers busily collected, and the hold was now full, packed with spoils from the sea. Before the surprise of the first batch could be over, the second batch of fish was dumped into the hold. This time it was red fish, full and fresh, spilling out all over the deck under the bright afternoon sun. The atmosphere on board was really bustling now. Workers quickly got into position, preparing to sort each fish, put them into baskets, and transfer them to the cold storage for preservation. Each operation is quick and professional, because when the fish is still fresh, it needs to be processed immediately to preserve the quality from deep sea to shore. And that is how those working in the sea preserve the value of each batch of fish with passion, responsibility, and love for the job. Before we could finish picking out the old batch of fish, suddenly the third batch of nets was pulled up. On the deck, the red fish were still piled up, but now, a whole new round net bag was waiting to be dumped. A scene of both joy and fear. Joy because of the big catch, fear because there was no place to dump it anymore. The third batch of bright red fish was officially dumped into the hold. The fish poured out like a stream, filling the ship from the front to the back. The atmosphere on board was now more bustling than ever. The red fish glistened in the afternoon sun, sparkling like the gold of the ocean. The workers had almost no time to rest. Some were pulling in the ropes, some were pulling in the nets, some were arranging the fish. The whole hold was a feast of fish. It was truly an unprecedentedly large harvest. It was late at night. The lights on the boat cast a shadow on the pitch-black sea, but the work continued, and another huge net was pulled up, much heavier than usual. But then, everyone froze. Amidst the thrashing fish, a long shadow was struggling violently. A blue shark had accidentally gotten caught in the net. A rare moment, both thrilling and dangerous. The fishermen had to stay calm and coordinate carefully to handle the situation, ensuring the safety of both people and creatures caught in the net. This blue shark, perhaps fighting over a school of fish, was accidentally caught in a fisherman's net while hunting in the dark. A large, powerful sea creature, now lying helpless in the middle of the ship's hold. But the best thing, no one tried to hold it back. The fisherman quickly checked its condition, carefully removed the net, and returned it to the deep sea where it belonged. As the sun rises over the distant horizon, work begins again. No need for an alarm clock, just the waves crashing, the net stretched, and the children of the sea return to their familiar routine. Each net is gradually drawn from the open sea, slowly, steadily, carrying the hope of a new day of big catches. But the hands pulling the net are still calloused. The eyes still look into the distance, where the school of fish is hiding under the salty water. And here it is, the last catch of the day. A giant fish ball, round and heavy, ready to burst out at any moment. Under the morning light, each layer of fish glistened with silver, no longer a hope, but a clear achievement, measurable by sweat and perseverance. Each fish that fell was a testament to the hours of struggling with the wind and waves, and now, the boat was full, and so were the hearts of the people. And so, after so many stressful and tiring hours at sea, today's sea trip has come to a complete end. The hold is full of fish, everyone is exhausted, but everyone has a smile on their face. The workers now begin to select, classify, and put the fish in cold storage, the final steps of a great victory day. If you appreciate this journey as much as we do, please leave a like to support the spirit of sea labor, share the video with those who love nature and fishing life, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell to join us on the next trips out to sea.